ang dugo'y maharlika, likas sa aking puso at hikain kay kanda. Sa Pilipinas na aking bayan, lantay na perlas ng silanganan, wari na tipo ng kayamanan ng may kapal. Ika'y sa'king talino sa mabuti lang laan, sa aking katutubo ang maging mapagmahal. Ako ay Pilipino, ako ay Pilipino, isang bansa, isang diwa ang minimithi ko. Sa bayan mo't bandila, laan buhay ko't diwa. Ako ay Pilipino, Pilipinong totoo.
Do you love to read books? What Filipino author book have you read? What is the best book for you? Why do you consider that book the best? A pleasant day, folks. Welcome to this another educational video. And in this episode, we are going to tackle about pop Philippine literature. Just a minute ago, you have just heard the nationalistic song entitled Ako Ay Pilipino, sung by Cole Ledesma. Synchronously, we have included famous lines and parts from the 10 best books of Philippine literature and 10 best books of modern Philippine literature. I hope you are able to read all of that because it was very inspiring. The wonderful wisdom from that parts truly uplift the Filipino spirit and literature. The top 10 best books in Philippine literature. Nolime Tangere. This novel sparked the social awakening of Filipinos during the Spanish colonial era. Rizal cannot withstand the unfairness of Spanish priests under ruling government. This is the time of Crisostomo Ibarra. This awit has become the favorite play among Filipino high school students. This was set in the fictional kingdom of Albania and about the story of Duke Florante and Princess Laura. The third book is entitled Mga Ibong Mandaragit by Amado V. Hernandez, a novel that tackles social political issues on Philippine Revolution and neo-colonialism. It has a connection to Rizal's two novels, hoping to uplift the Philippine society. Number 4, The Woman with the Two Novels by Nick Joaquin. This novel examines the effects and influences of the past towards the post-war in the Philippines. This is about Connie Escobar, who discovers that her husband was a lover of her mother. Number 5 is El Filibusterismo by Dr. Jose Rizal. This novel is a continuation of Ibarra's returning vengeance as Simon. Its dark theme departs the dramatic, romantic, and hopeful atmosphere of the first novel. Number 6, Poon by Francisco Seionel Jose. This is the first book of the Rosales saga. This was about the story of Istak Samson, who abandoned his family to join the rebel forces. Number 7 is Banaag at Sikat by Lope K. Santos. Dubbed as the Bible of the Filipino working class, a story about Delphine and Felipe, who happen to always have contrasting views. Number 8, Ninay by Pedro Paterno, a novel that starts the awakening of the Filipino national consciousness. This is about Ninay, a heartbroken young woman who died of cholera. Number 9 is the book Aba Nakakabasa Na Pala Ako by Bob Ong. The book that depicts the supposed unforgettable moments of his life as a student, starting from the first time of entering the school up to his college years. And number 10, The Pretenders by Francisco Seionel Jose, the historical novel and the second novel of the Rosales saga. It is about the master and servant and lord and slave relationship in the industrial world of Manila. At this point, here are the top 10 best books in the Philippine modern literature. Number 1, Para Kay B by Ricky Lee, a romantic comedy which tells about the story of 5 different women but only one of them gets a happy ending. The book shows how people are willing to take risks and sacrifices for the sake of love. Number 2, Dekada 70 by Luwalhati Bautista. This tells the story of a woman's struggles and heartbreaking experiences during the difficult years in the Philippine martial law. Number 3, Ilustrado by Miguel Sijuco. The story begins when authorities find the lifeless body of Crispin Salvador floating off the Hudson River. Number 4, Ligo na Yu Lapit na Mi by Eros Atalia. This is a story about 2 college students named Intoy and Jenny who engage in a casual sexual relationship. Number 5, Sandal Tula Para Kay Stella by Jason Paul Laksamana. The story of a shy man, Fidel, that through writing poems he expresses his feelings to an adventurous woman named Stella. Number 6, 14 by Manix Abrera. A wordless graphic novel that portrays typical beings in Philippine folklore such as Manananggal, White Lady, and elves, among others. Number 7, The Last Time I Saw Mother by Arlene Chai. It is where the main lead Caridad discovers that she is an adopted child. She then hopes to find out the story behind her secret adoption. Number 8, Smaller and Smaller Circles by F.H. Batacan. The mystery revolves around 2 Jesuit priests who happen to perform forensic works and hope to uncover the person behind serial killings in Manila. Number 9, Stupid is Forever by Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago. This book proves that only a politician like Senator Santiago can spontaneously make people laugh as she brings up her collection of one-liners, pick-up lines, and witty jokes in political settings. Number 10, The Dog Eaters by Jessica Hagedorn. This book shows a 10-year-old girl, Rio Gonzaga, from the upper class who have compassion for the lower class. She left Manila for United States and revisits her hometown as an adult. To consider a book to be the best, it is not just because it was popular or written by a famous author. A best book is a product of imagination that turns out to be a reality. A best book is that its content relates to the reader's real life, where readers make themselves the characters of it. And the best book gives inspiration and brings change and impact to the people and the society. Getting to know all of these outstanding books from our Filipino authors, I want to say that now it's the time for us to start loving and reading books. And which among those books you want to read? Give it a try. Hugot is life. A hugot is an emotional statement that someone learned or realized from an experience. It is most common in love, romance, struggle, being positive, and on success. Hugot means to draw out. So as hugot line means that someone draws out certain emotions through something that he or she says. Here are some of the examples of hugot lines.
Nowadays, coming up with hugot lines seems normal to many individuals. So, hugot lines about eskwela has been made to express teachers or students' feelings or sentiments about a certain event. Here is the examples of hugot lines about eskwela or school. Hugot number 1. Okay lang kung bagsak ka sa kanya. Ang mahalaga, sa school pasalo ka. Hugot number 2. Bago mo habulin ang kung sino man, habulin mo muna grades mo. Hugot number 3. Oo, nasasagot mo siya. Pero yung exam, nasagot mo ba? Hugot number 4. Mabuti pa sa date nyo, lagi kang maaga. And sa klase, kamusta? Hugot number 5. Ang crush ay parang math problem. Kung hindi mo makuha, titigan mo na lang.
Now, I will share to you the 5 hugot lines about life. Number 1. Minsan, ang buhay ng tao ay parang saranggola. Hindi mo talaga masasabi kung saan papunta. Number 2. Kung gaano kalaki ang pagsubok na ibinigay sa iyo ng Diyos, ganun din kalaki ang tiwala niyang malalampasan mo ito. Number 3. Lahat naman tayo dumaan sa problema, pero dapat dumaan ka lang, huwag kang tumambay. Number 4. Ang buhay ng tao parang kuryente rin yan, di natin alam kung kailan may interruption para mas lumiwanag. And last, number 5, darating ang oras sa buhay natin na tayo ay mapapagod. Kung dumating man yun, matuto kang magpahinga at hindi ang sumuko.
True friendship isn't being inseparable. It's about being separated and knowing nothing will change. Friendship is the purest love. It is the highest form of love where nothing is asked for, no condition, where one simply enjoys giving. Friendship is better than relationship. Friendship isn't about who you've known the longest, but it is about who walked into your life and said, I'm here for you, and then prove it. Friendship is not about who you spend the most of your time, but it is about who you have the best time with. You can have friendship and you can have love, but it's only when you have both together and it will be a great love.
Magbibilang kung ilang beses ka nagpakatanga, di ba?
Oh yes, kaibigan mo ako! Kaibigan mo lang ako! And I'm so stupid to make the biggest mistake of falling in love with my best friend!
Pero bang sinota mo ako eh. Sinota mo ang best friend mo.
Mahal mo ba ako dahil kailangan mo ko? O kailangan mo ko kaya mahal mo ko?
Kasi ang totoo masi pa lang sabihin mo. Sana ako pa rin. Ako na lang. Ako na lang ulit.
She loved me at my worst. You had me at my best. At pinaliwala mo na lahat yun. And you chose to break na.
Sa dinami-dami ng tao, may mga masuswerte na nakahanap na, may mga naghahanap pa, o iba sumuko na. Pero ang pinakamasaklap sa lahat, yung nasa yun na, yung nakawalan mo pa.